Discipline Your Mind, a motivational story. Every morning at 5 a.m., the alarm rang in a small apartment on the outskirts of Chicago. And every morning, Ethan Parker hit the snooze button once, twice, sometimes 5 times. Ethan wasn't lazy. At least that's what he told himself. He had dreams, big ones. He wanted to build a successful life, become financially free, and prove to everyone who doubted him that he was capable of more. But dreams felt heavy in the morning, and discipline felt optional. At 27 years old, Ethan worked a regular 9-to-5 job. It paid the bills, but it didn't excite him. Every evening, he promised himself, "Tomorrow, I'll wake up early. Tomorrow, I'll work on my goals." Tomorrow never came. Instead, his nights were filled with scrolling, binge-watching, and distractions. His mind was always busy, but never focused. One night, after another exhausting day, Ethan sat alone in his dark room, staring at his phone. A quote suddenly appeared on his screen. "Your future is controlled by what you do daily, not occasionally." Something about it hit him differently. He whispered to himself, "Why can't I stay consistent?" The answer came silently but clearly. His mind was undisciplined. The turning point. A few days later, Ethan visited his grandfather, a retired military officer who lived a simple, disciplined life. The house was quiet, clean, and peaceful, everything Ethan's life was not. Over dinner, Ethan finally spoke. "Grandpa, I feel stuck. I know what I should do, but I never do it." His grandfather looked at him calmly and said, "Son, the problem isn't your ability, it's your mind." Ethan frowned. "My mind?" "Yes," his grandfather replied. "An undisciplined mind will destroy a talented person. A disciplined mind can make an average person unstoppable." Those words stayed with Ethan all night. Before Ethan left, his grandfather handed him a small notebook and said, "For the next 30 days, do 3 things. Wake up at the same time every day. Do one hard thing daily, even when you don't feel like it. Control your thoughts before they control you." Ethan nodded, unsure, but curious. The battle begins. The next morning, the alarm rang at 5 a.m. His hand moved toward the snooze button. But then he remembered his grandfather's voice. "Do one hard thing daily." Ethan sat up. His body resisted. His mind screamed excuses. "You're tired. 1 more hour won't hurt. You can start tomorrow." That's when he realized something powerful. The voice in his head wasn't him. It was just a habit, and habits could be changed. He got out of bed. That morning, he didn't do anything extraordinary. He made his bed, went for a short walk, and wrote his thoughts in the notebook. But something felt different. For the first time, he won a small battle against his own mind. Progress through pain. The days that followed were not easy. Some mornings felt heavy, some days he failed. But instead of quitting, Ethan learned to reset. He reduced distractions. He limited social media. He replaced late-night scrolling with reading. Every time his mind said, "Stop," he asked himself, who's in control, me or my impulses? Slowly, discipline became his identity. He started working on his goals before work. He exercised even when motivation was low. He stopped waiting to feel ready because he learned the truth. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. The shift. After 3 months, Ethan noticed changes, not just in his routine, but in his confidence. People at work noticed too. "You've changed," a coworker said. You're more focused." Ethan smiled. He knew why. He had stopped letting his emotions control his actions. He had trained his mind to obey him. Failures no longer broke him. Discomfort no longer scared him. Silence no longer felt empty. Instead, it felt powerful. The real victory. One evening, Ethan sat alone again, but this time the room felt different. He opened the same notebook his grandfather gave him and wrote, "Discipline didn't change my life overnight. It changed my decisions, and my decisions changed my life." He finally understood. A disciplined mind doesn't wait for motivation. It creates it. Final message. If you're struggling right now, if your mind feels scattered, if you keep promising yourself tomorrow, remember this: your mind is a muscle, train it. Motivation fades, discipline stays. Success is built in silence, repetition, and control. Discipline your mind, and your life will follow. Because the strongest people aren't the ones with the most talent. They're the ones who master their own minds.